Hello, everybody. Welcome to the first in a series that deals with alternative ways to manage health issues. To begin, let me make it perfectly clear I am not here to speak disparagingly against or to denigrate the conventional medical profession. Without a doubt, it has its place. And in an emergency, I might be the first in line to make use of its service. But once I straighten up and fly right, that would not be my first line of defense, and I will tell you why. When it comes to preventing and treating illness, there are two schools of thought. One is the allopathic way, which uses traditional pharmaceuticals and other conventional means, that is to say. The other is the naturopathic way, which uses nature's means. This is the other school of thought, and it uses nature's means. Now, my preference is the other, the naturopathic way. And that's because nature prevents and treats illness non-invasively. Nature treats the cause of an illness, not its symptoms. Nature produces positive side effects, not negative ones. Therefore, nature's medicine used properly is harmless. Of course, the body can heal itself. But like anything else in life, sometimes it needs assistance. And there are several beneficial naturopathic remedies. The purpose of this series is to make known, to bring forth some of these natural remedies. One example, first and foremost, is food. Hippocrates said, we all know Hippocrates said, let food be thy medicine and medicine be thy food. Nevertheless, many people feed their cars better than they feed themselves. Oh, sure, fill the car with the proper fuel so that it runs efficiently. Then get in that car, drive to the nearest fast food establishment, and fill the body with improper fuel. Expect it to run efficiently like the car, or to perform optimally. No. That won't do. This habitual activity is sure to render an eventual breakdown somewhere in the body system. Now, it might take some time, but it will happen. I'm reminded of an elderly gentleman who once said, if I had known I was going to live this long, I would have taken better care of myself. So listen up, young people. There are exceptions, but when it comes to food, the general rule is poor diet eventually takes its toll. It does matter what we put in our bodies. A case in point, my husband was diagnosed with a condition of which I had never heard, called stenosis. I learned that stenosis is the medical term doctors use to describe an abnormal narrowing, such as can occur in a blood vessel or other tube-like structure. My husband's problem was in the neck, the carotid artery. I had to learn about that too. That's a blood vessel in the neck, the carotid artery. Now, his carotid artery had narrowed 85%. Let me tell you, I'm on top of a lot of things, but math is not one of them. Math is not my forte. However, I don't have to be a mathematician to understand that only 15% more was needed before complete closure. So it meant we had to do something about that. Yes? As the head neurologist stood with her team in my husband's hospital room, explaining to us that the surgeon would be around to inform us of the surgical procedure needed for that particular obstruction, I asked her point blank, is this condition diet related? Without hesitation, she said, oh yes, sure, definitely. As quickly as she had answered, my husband just as quickly from his bed said, "Well, I'm going to do what my wife tells me to do." I have to chuckle every time I think about that because I remember that day so well. In my head, I thought, oh, he's mine now. Here's the thing. I do not preach to anyone, nor do I try to convince those who do not wish to be convinced, family included, husband, family included. Although I do not preach, I really like to teach. And when my husband said what he said, I knew he was ready for some teaching, okay? He was ready to make a change, and I was ready. I was eager to get that show on the road. So he opted not to have the operation. We went home, changed his diet, and changed his life. His blood pressure improved tremendously. His diabetes so improved, his doctor modified his insulin intake. He even stopped taking the prescribed constipation laxative. Well, with the change in diet, he began expelling his bowels up to 4 times a day sometimes, unencumbered with ease. And another positive side effect, much needed weight loss. But the topic of this story is 4 months later, records showed, the test results showed, his condition had improved tremendously or significantly, let's say, made us very happy. How about that change for food? This is my husband's testimony, and his testimony, like so many others, confirm Hippocrates' theory: let food be thy medicine, and medicine be thy food. Now, next time I'll go more into just a little bit more with basics about my husband's change in diet that made the difference. I'll also give you 2 short stories that really demonstrate how food can affect young as well as mature individuals. Now, if you're the viewer, if you have any health remedies that you would like to share, natural health remedies, please email them to Annette@AnnetteLarkins.com. You'll see the contact information. I just want to say to all of you who are listening, let us unite in the effort to encourage the willing to prevent and to treat illness non-invasively. Until next time, a salute to good health.